In this video, we will be solving quadratic equations using the formula method, which simply means that we will be substituting our a, b, and c from our given quadratic equation into the formula above. Based on this example, our a would be what? Our a is the leading coefficient and a would be 1. Our b, which is found in front of the x, would be 9, and our c would be the constant, which is 20. So c equals 20. Now we can go ahead and substitute. So the formula says x is equal to negative b, which would be 9, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is what? 9 squared, minus 4 a, what is a1? So 4 times a times c, which is 20, divided, so all over 2a, and a is 1, so 2 multiply by 1. Let's break down this a bit. So x is equal to negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 squared, which would be what? 9 times 9, 81, minus 4 times 1 times 20, that would be 80, divided by 2 times 1, it's 2, x is equal to negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 81 minus 80, that is 1, divided by 2. Let's pull the screen up a bit. Let's write on the other side. So x is equal to negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 1 is what? 1, divided by 2. X, we can now split it up, have our two equations. So x is equal to negative 9 plus 1 divided by 2, and x is also equal to negative 9 minus 1 divided by 2. X is equal to negative 9 plus 1, that is negative 8, divided by 2. And when we divide negative 8 divided by 2, we get what? Negative 4. X is equal to negative 9 minus 1, which should equal to negative 10, divided by 2. And when we divide negative 10 by 2, we get negative 5. So this is how we solve quadratic equations using the formula method. Let's try another example. So solve this equation. So x is equal to 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. What would be our a? So our a is the leading coefficient, so our a would be 3. So a is equal to 3. Or b would be 8. And then our c would be the constant, which is 4. So c is equal to 4. Now we can go ahead and substitute into the formula above. So x is equal to negative 8, because remember the formula says negative b, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which would be 8 squared, minus 4 multiplied by a, which would be 3, multiplied by c, which would be 4, divided by 2a, which is 3, so 2 times 3. X is equal to negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared, and 8 is what? 64. Minus 4 3 is 12 times 4, that's what? 48. Divide by 2 3 is 6. X is equal to negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus 48, and that is what? 64 minus 48 is equal to 16 divided by, pull up the screen, 2 times 3, which is 6. Let's write over here, x is equal to negative 8 plus or minus, and the square root of 16 is what? 4, divided by 6. And let us now split up our equations. So x is equal to negative 8 plus 4 divided by 6, and x is also equal to negative 8 minus 4 divided by 6. X is equal to negative 8 plus 4, that is negative 4 divided by 6, and when we break this down, x would be equal to what? 2 into negative 4, that is negative 2, and 2 into 6, that would be 3, so x is equal to negative 2 over 3 right there. Then we move on, x is equal to, so negative 8 minus 4, that would be negative 12 divided by 6, which should be equal to negative 2. So you understand? But we'll just work one more example. For this one, I want you guys to pause the video, try it, and then you come and check to see if you got the same answer that I got. So what will be used for our other example? Let's use a quadratic that has a negative number. So we'll be solving for x squared minus x minus 12 equal to 0. Pause the video and try. Okay, let's go. So our a in this case would be 1. That's our leading coefficient. A is equal to 1. Or b would be what? Negative 1. And our c would be negative 12. So c is equal to negative 12. Now we can go ahead and substitute. So the formula says x is equal to negative b. Now negative times negative gives us what? Positive. So we can just put our 1. Because remember b is negative 1. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared. Negative 1 squared would be 1. So we're just going to put 1 minus 4 times a is 1 times c, which would be what? Negative 12. Divided by 2 times a, which would be 1. So 2 times 1. X is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 1. So negative 4 times 1, that's negative 4. Negative 4 times 12, that's positive 48. So plus 48, because remember negative times negative gives us positive. Divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. X is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 let's bring up the screen a bit. Ooh. Divided by 2. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 is what? 7 over 2. Let's now break up our equations. So x is equal to 1 plus 7 all over 2, and x is equal to 1 minus 7 all over 2. X is equal to 1 plus 7, 8, divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4. X is equal to 1 minus 7, that would be negative 6, divided by 2. And when we divide negative 6 by 2, we get negative 3. And that's how we use the formula method to solve our quadratic equations. So we identify our A, B, and C, and then we substitute those values into the formula. If there's any other video that you want me to do, simply let me know in the comment section.